Hello everybody out in YouTube land, this is Smitty. I am bringing you another special match of Call of Duty Black Ops. The first one that I brought you a while back was the very first time I got a chopper gunner. This is the game where I get the most kills that I have ever had. Now granted, I get a lot of deaths. I would love to say that I got less than 10. It doesn't happen, so if you come in expecting that, you probably want to quit. It's very few and far between when I have less than 10 deaths. And you can see before I even get a kill here in a moment, I step on a claymore and meet my own death, and boom. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you today about is something very boring, very dry, and probably something nobody's ever thought about unless they had to, and that's your state rules and laws. Now you might want to say, what the hell does this have to do with Call of Duty? Nothing at all. Today is going to be a pretty off-topic discussion, but I want to bring it up because I think it's important for you guys to know and understand. I work in state government, so I work with a certain set of rules and laws every single day, and I deal with a lot of things that people aren't aware of. But I also want to talk about the reason you should learn other laws, and that's because you, as a resident of your particular state, can use the rights that you have in a way that will benefit you. And I'm not just talking about contesting a speeding ticket or knowing when to stop at a stop sign. That's not the types of rules that I'm talking about. To give you an example, in the state of Maine, we have what's called the implied warranty law. And what that is that says anything purchased in the state of Maine, except for a used car, basically comes with a 4-year warranty. Again, there are all kinds of stipulations and things like that go along with this law. That's why you want to get to know them, because if you know the ins and outs, and I'm not saying memorize it, but if you know the ins and outs, then you can use it to your advantage. For instance, this implied warranty law says that as long as you use the item for its intended purposes, then it's covered. Meaning you can't take your TV at 3 years and 11 months and go play Frisbee and then expect to get it covered with your warranty once you break it. Okay, so what it means is something like my Xbox 360, which I play Call of Duty on. I've had 7 red rings of death. Yes, I know. I should be pissed. I usually was when it happened, but it's over with. What happened there is I ran past the extended warranty that Xbox gave us, the 3 years, into about 3 years and 9 months. And when that happened, I got my 7th red ring. I called up Microsoft, and surprisingly, they knew about the law. They took it into account, and they repaired my Xbox at no cost to me. So it's things like that you can use it as a benefit for. I've used it for TVs, VCRs, back when there were VCRs, DVD players. I'm using it on a Blu-ray player right now. I literally called last night and got that taken care of. So that's important. Now, that's just one rule or law among many. A rule is a subset of a law, okay? So they're a little more defined. That's why I keep referring to rules. Law is a pretty broad definition of something. What else you need to look at, and this is generally what I deal with, is the utilities, the practices that they have, the rights you have when dealing with utilities, when dealing with things like Best Buy, Walmart, the big name stores, and really when dealing with, small mom and pop stores as well. Get to know your laws, see if you have an implied warranty, and if you do, what it covers. I also wanted to before I continue on with the commentary here, point out what I'm playing. This is a game of hardcore headquarters, which is why everyone's dying so easily, and I'm using a Galil with a suppressor, an automatic CZ75, which I don't think I used once during the game, frag grenades, Nova grenades, which if you're looking for Nova grenade kills, that's the gas. Hardcore headquarters is the way to get it. Just toss it on the headquarters while they're trying to capture it or while you're trying to defend it, and you get a lot of kills that way. Also a claymore, and I'm running with Ghost, sleight of hand, and hacker. None of them are pro. This is because this was fairly early. I don't know even if I had prestiged at this point. So, to continue on, as I was saying, you know, the laws of your state, I know it's boring, I know it's a bunch of legalese that's really hard to understand, but you need to take the time and break it down and try to understand it. There are certain words in these laws that seem like pretty useless words, but when put in a particular context, especially for a law, mean a lot. So things like somebody may do something, it means that they aren't required to, but they can do it. For instance, if someone says they may charge a fee upon connecting a cell phone, that means they can do it, they don't have to, but they choose to. Things like someone should or someone shall do something means they have to do it. There's no arguing. It's a law. It's a requirement basically for them to be doing, you know, business or doing this particular act. So keep that in mind as well. And again, guys, this is stuff I use every single day. And I've been doing this job that I do for almost 2 years now, and I still don't understand most of the stuff that I deal with. It's really down in a lot of cases to how you interpret it. So before you assume something, you always want to call the governing agency of whatever it is you're dealing with and just ask them about it. Of course they'll answer you. They're government workers, you know. They have a requirement to the public to serve them, just like a politician does. Not to that extent, but that's what they're there for. All right. I also want to talk about a few things. Again, guys, I'm sorry I'm jumping around in this commentary, but I have a lot of time to fill here. We're about halfway through the match, and I'm not doing so hot. You see, I'm at 11 and 12 here. I think I die only 5 more times, and I end up with 40 more kills, I believe. So, obviously, spoiler alert, 51 kills, 17 deaths, and I think we win the game. Now, another quick thing before I get into my surprises commentary is you see me not really going for the objective. In rare circumstances I go for it. That's because, again, in this situation, I'm the disruptor. It's what I'm good at, so usually the teams I run with allow me to be that guy that runs around and back. Tries to, if I can't, you know, absolutely waste them, at least slow them down to give my team time to capture the headquarters, which sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you know, you'll see that as the video goes on. The surprise talk that I wanted to talk to you about is, you know, there are some days in everybody's life where everything just goes absolutely perfect, and over the last, I would say 2 or 3 months, I have had that day over and over and over again, and I'm certainly not taking it for granted. You know, I've run into a string of luck here that is absolutely fantastic for me. I think it was October, maybe November, I won an Xbox 360 Slim and Connect bundle. Came with 2 games. It was from the Burger King sweepstakes, so shout out to Burger King. You guys are awesome. I won a copy of a video game from a Twitter contest that I entered. I actually did a review for it, Rapala Pro Bass Fishing. Check that out if you get a chance. I'll have a link on the screen or something like that. And recently found out that my wife is going to be giving birth to another baby again. So hooray for me. I'm going to be a dad. I've already got a 2-year-old, and we're going to bring another little son of a... No, I'm just kidding. I love my kids. Another little one into the world. So it's an exciting time in the Smitty Smith household. All right. Also today I get home and find that Splinter Cell Conviction is in my house. I've won it on eBay for $6, so good news there. And I mean, things just keep getting you know, better and better for me. You know, I'm getting long weekends at work because of snowstorms. I'm getting, you know, cash prizes from state lottery tickets and things like that. I don't know what it is. It's just things are going good for us. So I've been in a fantastic mood lately, and hopefully that is represented in the commentaries that I do. It certainly is in the gameplay, because when I'm happier, I play better for some reason. I can't explain it, but I bet most people here do the same thing. Nice drink of Mountain Dew there. I also really want some feedback. I've got 51 subscribers at this point, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys for subscribing to me, because I'm fairly new. I'm going to start uploading some movies more often, but I'm certainly going to remember these original 51 if I ever start getting massive amounts of subscribers. So, shout out to those guys. But what I want to know from you is, how are my commentaries? What can I do better? I mean, that's the ultimate goal here, is to get better, give you something that you guys enjoy listening to, and give me something to do. You know, it's certainly an outlet. Like I said, I'm married. I've got 2 kids. This is fun for me, and I want to make sure it's fun for you guys too, because without you, there's no point in me doing this. But let me know in the comments. Send me a message. I recently started writing game reviews for www.irbgamer.com. They are a fairly new website, but they certainly have their own following at this point. So I'm glad to get in there at this point, even though they're pretty well established, and I may just be riding their coattails. Very nicely done site. Very well thought out planning on the person's part there that runs that. I also have recently recorded a podcast with some friends of mine. I was a guest host for their year in review, top games, things like that. So I'll make sure I link that. If you guys don't listen to video game podcasts, I don't blame you. Some of them aren't interesting. Some of them don't stick around very often, and some of them are very sporadic in when they record. But the ones that I listen to, the one that I recorded with, they're very committed to what they do, and they do a great job at it. So I want to thank those guys again for the love of gaming, for having me on the show, and letting me feel like a rock star for a day, you know, being on iTunes and things like that. This video is closing up. I think we've got maybe 2.5, 3 minutes left before the end of the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to end this commentary a little bit early. I've got everything said that I want to say. Probably talked a little fast. That's because I am high on Mountain Dew right now. So I'm a little jittery. You can't blame me. I've drank I think 2 of them today. So at my age, that's a lot. But thanks for tuning in again, guys, and hope to see you soon.
Oh, I got a knife. Stuck me like a... Fuck.
Enemy spy plane above. Friendly napalm strike on the way.
Back to this guy. Yeah, no. I wasn't even fucking near that guy. That was bullshit.
Cobra, ready for deployment. Friendly Cobra inbound. Headquarters online.
Claymores.
Enemy SAM turret inbound.
Watch your left when you go over there. I just got shot from the stairs. Ooh, I got flashbang.
Scratch one more. Heads up, enemy RCXD spotted. The enemy captured the headquarters. Enemy napalm strike inbound.
Oh. Wow, that burned me in.
We're close to victory. Don't quit now.
Yeah, I wasn't one of those.
Scratch one more. Headquarters secured.
Got it.
Enemy spy plane above. Headquarters located. Time's almost up. Napalm strike waiting for your mark. SAM turret inbound. Napalm strike awaiting orders. Friendly napalm strike on the way. Enemy spy plane incoming. That's how it's done. Nice job, team.
Wow, you fucking destroyed. You didn't know what happened.
Yeah, I was like, I wanna get my